Now we are going to talk about the law of the inner circle, which is the law 11. Uh, you have your workbooks with you. So law 11 is, like what I've said, the law of the inner circle. So a leader's potential is determined by those closest to them. Why? Because your success will be determined based on the 5 people who surround you, who influence you, who always speak to your ears, because your eyes and your ears are the windows to your soul, and your soul are the and your soul is the window to your spirit. Now, how do we learn the law of the inner circle? Well, it says here that no one ever does anything great alone, of course. So in forming our inner circle, there's one thing that we need to remember: not everyone is for us. um this might not be in accordance to how you were trained or how we were trained as people, but you see, there's a survey, and they said that the most successful leaders are the choosy people. They choose the people they surround themselves with. Level 1 to 5 leaders are the men and women pleasers. They please everybody. While the 6 to 10 level leaders are more selective with the people they want to share their time with. So, so how do you do this? How would you like to be successful? You want to be successful? Well, based on all those principles that we have studied in the past, and add this one, which is the law of the inner circle. Now you have to create your inner circle with the following guidelines. Number one, you have to ask yourself before putting, anybody in your inner circle. These are the 5 things that you need to ask yourself about. Number one, do they have influence with others? Well, you know the rationale behind this is because the people in your inner circle will represent you. So as much as you're a leader and you're an influencer, you must also be surrounded by people who can carry on, who are your drum beaters, who will drum beat you, or um, they must be someone who plays your music. So you have to be very choosy with the people who you will put inside your inner circle. Yung mga BFF, mga BFF ninyo dyan sa office ninyo. Make sure napapaligiran kayo ng mga people with high influence. Number 2, tatanong ninyo, you have to ask yourself this: do they bring a complimentary gift to the table? The story of this Microsoft guy, Bill Gates. According to what we've read, we don't know him personally, but according to what we've read was he's not really a people person. Yeah, understandable. Same as true with Steve Jobs, because these are think tanks. Their think tanking is more into the creative side. So they're not so good at connecting with people. So they put their best friends, respective best friends, to manage and to lead their companies, and they succeeded because they put people who complement their gifts. Number 3, you need to ask, do they hold a strategic position in your organization? If you remember, I was telling you, your accountability partner must be someone from within your realm of influence. So if you're a manager, you have to have a manager for your accountability partner, because number 3, that's what you call strategic positional. It's a strategy. of strategic positional relationships. We're just talking about, business relationships here. We're not talking about church. Iba yung structure ng church. But, in a corporate setup, this has to be practiced. So first, before you put someone in your inner circle, you have to ask yourself, is that person in a strategic position? Number 4, do they add value to you and to the organization? Number 5, do they positively impact other inner circle members? There's a secret behind this, but I cannot go farther because this is 21 irrefutable. There is a principle in leadership goal, because leadership goal is more on strategy. The continuation of this chapter is in leadership goal. You need to have all this in your inner circle, because there is such a thing as meeting before the meeting. There's such a thing as implementing before implementing. And you have to sound it off in your inner circle. That's one of the strategies. Like what I've said, it's in leadership goal, because leadership goal is more on executive leadership strategies. Now let's go to the next. Now, how do you live the law of the inner circle? So always recruit with these traits in mind. Number 1, competence, skills, talents, track record. Yeah, you have to be very picky with people. Number 2, character. How's this person's character? Number 3, chemistry. So 1, 2, 3, competence, character, chemistry. You have to ask yourself before adding people into your inner circle. So your inner circle must be a river of improvement. So once you have formed your inner circle, inspire them. Your inner circle must be a river of improvement. Now, everyone around you needs to be in a journey of growth. Let me just state this. It is important for the leader to open the eyes of especially the people in their inner circle to achieve for more. I think there's a Tagalog word, hinahataw, hinahataw in a good way. Na you must inspire these people to achieve more and to go for more. So you have to drop higher ambition. So you need to inculcate in them that the essence of life is growth. Alam nyo, sabi pa nga, because if there's no growth, that's tantamount to death. So what is growth? Growth is a sign of life. So even in your company, there has to be a career growth. So it is the responsibility of the top level management to present his or her plan of growth to a department. So kasama na doon yung technical know-how, position. Like, okay, this is what I desire for you. In 5 years' time, I wanted to be vice president. This is our long-term goal. 10 years from now, I would like our company to have branched out internationally or nationally. And, this is what I have in mind. If you will continue growing, you can take care of our branch in, let's say, Brazil, or you can you will be the president of our branch in the UK or in the US, mga ganon. So that, people will work for it and you work things out together in reaching that goal. So I want also a company where, everybody is happy, everybody is wealthy, prospered, joyful, mga ganon. So you have to present all these principles to them and you all work together. So if you have an inner circle member who is not improving for the sake of you, your inner circle, and your entire team, make a change. So make sure that there's growth. Spiritual growth is very important, but you're not a church, you're not a priest, you're not a nun. So the best way is to advise them to be a part of a church organization. There are many ways. Let them read books. There are a lot of retreats going on, but it's not your primary duty because you're not a church. Your primary duty is to grow your company. So there are other ways, like you can even tap, maybe you can do some retreats, maybe once a year, spiritual retreats. There are many ways. Your personnel department would know that. So be prepared to be an inner circle member for someone else. Okay, now how do we lead others to the law of inner circle? This you have to do. Ituro nyo to, you have to teach this to your members. Now, how do you prepare a lesson outline? Being prepared to be an inner circle member for a great leader so that once asked, you are ready. Number 2, outline why this is good for you and how you will follow the 5 guidelines. You know why you're encouraged to teach? Because when you teach, you learn. Because when you teach, you prepare. And the very first person who learns from your lecture is you. So number 3, grade yourself on the clarity and content of your lesson. Okay, listen to the following questions. I have a good team, but there isn't any true sense of ownership. Kunting ano lang, nangyayari ba to sa'yo? Yung parang, I'm not a part of the team. I'm not locked into the team. Or did this ever happen to you in some way or another? Russell? Right? Do you ever feel like, I have a good team, but I don't really feel the true sense of ownership? Or I don't really feel that I belong? Something like that. Russell, did this ever happen to you? Maybe not now, but in the past. And how did you solve the situation? Russell. Hello, Russell. Okay.
Hi, Angela.
Mm-mm.
This is Russell. I, yes, ma'am. I think I feel like I left alone if especially when uh I think when we have uh
Ano yun, Russell? Sige lang kung mas komportable ka sa Tagalog. Tagalog tayo. Okay lang yun. Oo. Ano yun, Russell? Parang ano ka, na-OP. OP tawag doon, no? Out of place. Oh, na-OP ka. Oo. Oh, in what situation? Saan yun? Kung bata ka pa or nandyan ka na? At anong ginawa mo para ma-solve mo yung problema? I mean, yung situation.
I think ma'am Angela, during in time na pag mag-isa lang talaga sa site, then no one can help you because they're also busy, like, so but syempre yes, we take it as a challenge to learn more. Syempre experience din para sa sarili natin na kailangan natin talagang mag-aral or tumayo sa sarili natin for us to solve the problem alone. Ayun po.
Yeah, oo. Okay. So, tama ka dyan. So, what are you doing to develop them, Russell?
Ah, Opo, first po is to help or to search some reference uh, kasi ano na ngayon yung Google eh. Googleable na po yung mga bagay ngayon. So,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
help of internet,
Mm,
yun po. Then, sa panonood ng mga videos,
mm,
something like that. And
mm,
uh, prayer.
mm. Tama.
Yun po.
No, hindi.
Last resort
Tama
po.
yun. Tama yun. Kasi minsan kailangan natin, sometimes if we don't know the answer, we just rely on the grace because we live by grace. Yun. Tama ka dyan. Okay. Minsan na-OP tayo dahil may mga insecurities tayo. Yun. Pero kung stable tayo, hindi tayo ma-OP dahil tayo yung magre-reach out sa kanila, hindi sila magre-reach out sa atin. Yun yung sagot doon. Okay. Ngayon, number 3, I feel like all of the weight of this thing is on me. Pag ganon, parang gusto mo lang sumabog. Yung ganon, parang gusto mo lang sumabog, parang ako na lang yung Hercules dito. Ganon. Pag ganyan yung nangyayari sa inyo, tanungin nyo unang-una sarili ninyo. Kasi bakit yung inner circle ko nakadepende sa akin? Maraming sagot doon. Bakit? Dahil pinamihasa nyo na dumepende lang sa inyo. Number 2, kulang kayo sa empowerment ng inyong inner circle. Maraming mga kaya naman may mga conflict sa mga ugali, mga ganon. Walang chemistry. Kaya nga kailangan, di ba? Yung tatlo, chemistry, character, tsaka competence. Yung 3 C's na yon. So, ngayon, ang assignment ninyo, you have to teach the law of the inner circle with this lesson in the following. Make a list of your inner circle or inner circle. Sino-sino ba yung mga nasa inner circle mo? Tapos, what are you doing to develop them? Tapos, number 3, ito yun, kung middle management ka, ang minamanage mo, yung rank and file. So, from your rank and file, isulat mo na sino yung potential na magiging inner circle mo. Because your inner circle you will be passing the baton, actually, to your inner circle. Having in mind that, a few years or a few months from now, you get promoted. Kasi parating ganun yung ating isip, promotion. Yeah, we should also we should always have this in mind, that life is a matter of promotion. Number 2, one thing that I really don't accept, is that a lot of people believe that life is a wheel. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. I don't believe that. Life is spiraling upwards. Life is not a wheel. Life spirals upwards. It's a spiral on an upward motion. So, paikot-ikot ka, pero pataas ng pataas. Hindi yung spaghetti pababa. Alam niyo ba yun? Sa kapanahonan kasi namin, may mga kantang spaghetti pababa. Hindi ka spaghetti pababa. Your life is spiraling upward. So, you always have to achieve for improvement, promotion, growth. Ganon. So now make a list of your inner circle or circle. So if you're a top level management, you have to organize an inner circle from within the fellow executives. So if you are a middle manager, you need to organize from within the ranks. Now, yun nga, when you choose your inner circle from the ranks, kahit naman executive, you should always consider the 3 factors: competence, character, chemistry. Question is, what if he only has character and we have a little chemistry? Well, if there's really good potential in that person, develop that person, but don't make that person a part of your inner circle, because that person will either ruin your team or dissolve the team. So, because these people in your inner circle will represent you. Ito yun na. If you're a secure person, you would like to be with the best people. The principle is, it is better to be in a big pond with big fish than to be in a big pond with small fishes. And you know the rationale behind that. If you're in a big pond with small fishes, people will always praise you, will always think that you're the best, you will always recognize you, and there's no more room for growth because no one can challenge you. Bida ka. Yeah, 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 you're great, you're good. But where is your growth? Nothing. You're limited. However, if you are in a big pond with big people, you might not be considered the best, always the best, but you are challenged to give your best. And if you are with the best of the best, you are with the cream of the crop, then you will follow suit. You know, the law of environment. Next. So, what are you doing to develop them? So, now after deciding as to who is going to be in your inner circle, you have to write down your plan as to how you will develop the people who are with you. Number three, what are you doing to either be prepared to be in someone else's inner circle or to be better member if you already are. So these are the things that you need to consider. So if you still don't have, alam nyo na yun, mga BFF nyo sa office, di ba? Ganun yun eh, may mga click-click sa office. But now you have to reevaluate your clicks because an inner circle in a world like ours are very important, and your inner circle's qualifications can determine your future. This is um, a proven the law of the inner circle is a proven strategy by people who are highly successful. They rub elbows with people with three qualifications: competence, character, and what's the last? Chemistry. Yun. If they only have chemistry, ask yourself, why am I having a chemistry with a stupid person? Is there stupidity in me too? You know, like that. Okay. Now, let's one feedback only. What is your takeaway based on this lesson? Let's Riel. Let's hear from Riel. The law of the inner circle.
Hello, good afternoon, Angela.
Oh, good morning.
So, hi,
Okay.
good morning, good morning. Okay,
Good
so
afternoon,
my
Jan.
my
Oh, merienda
okay,
time
so
tayo.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, my takeaway is life is spiraling outward. Like parang your only way is up. It's up to you how to work yourself up,
Yes.
your promotion and your growth. That's the
Yes.
one. That's one I really appreciate to remember and understand and
Salamat naman,
consider.
Atmi. Oo. At saka yun, makikita mo yan. Alam nyo, yung mga tao na naa-attract ninyo are reflections of yourself, are reflections of who you are. Yun. Evaluate nyo din kung sino-sino yung mga tao sa inner circle ninyo. Kasi one way or another, they are reflections of you. If you're a mediocre, if you're foolish, ganon. But if you're wise, if you're equipped, if you're smart, then you will be inviting people of those caliber in your life. Yeah. Okay. Now, so let's go on. Thank you, Riel. Let's go on to page 27, which is the law of empowerment. This is it. So after you have chosen your inner circles, you have to empower them. So only secure leaders give power to others. Great things can happen when you don't care who gets the credit. Well, this is just one of those. But credit, whatever credit or no credit, in other words, it doesn't matter. If you're a secure leader, you give power to others. But of course, we just don't follow this rule without validating other rules. Before we even give empowerment to the people, to our inner circle, or to the people who are within the realm of our influence, we have to make sure that they really pass the test. We just don't empower anyone. You see, I'm now talking to leaders who are really good at leading. Stable leaders just don't spend time with anyone. They spend time with people who can multiply them fast because time is short. Time is short. So spend with people who can multiply your vision and mission fast as you can. Now, if you're secure as a leader, you're stable. So you can, once all these people had passed, all the qualifications, of person who's worthy to be empowered by you, then start empowering them. Ito ha, hindi lahat ini-empower. People who are worthy to be in your inner circle. So now, how do we learn the law of empowerment? There are three main barriers to empowerment. First, desire for job security. That's what I was saying yesterday. I hope that office politics will be removed, because, and I hope that politics in governance, in public service, must also be removed. Because the reason why there's so much chaos in the office or in the country is because of insecurities. Like, they don't want to be outseated from their powerful position, so they try to diminish the reputation of another person. There's so much backstabbing and there's so much demonic acts, So, desire for job security. The lesson here is, if you know who you are, and if you know the master plan for your life, you will never be insecure. You'll never be insecure, because you know that the doors will open. The serendipity, a serendipitous moment will always present itself to you. So just keep empowering people and keep improving yourself and be confident. And that way no one can stop you from empowering people. What you give, you will receive. If you will not receive it in a place where you're giving, then you can receive it somewhere else. Number two, resistance to change. Yung mga stubborn dyan na, ito yung ginagawa namin. Kaya ito kayong ginagawa namin 20 years ago and it worked. Yun. Mga sarado, makitid utak. People who are resistant to change, there are barriers to your empowerment. So you have to open up, unlock. They have to unlock their spirit of adventurism. That's what you call it. The spirit of openness in every person. Number three is the lack of self-worth. Yun, insecurity. Ang hirap talaga. Ito yung mahirap makatrabaho, yung maraming hang-up sa pagkabata, yung hindi na minahal. Yan talaga basic, hindi minahal during their formative stage. Kaya kung gusto nyo talaga yung peaceful na smooth sailing lang yung inyong office, sa screening pa lang, hindi naman, not that we are discriminating people with this one, pero pag hindi pa healed yung tao, ilagay mo siya dyan, mahirap kasama yung mga tao maraming sugat sa buhay. Okay, now we have to go to the living. How do you live the law of empowerment? Find strong leaders to empower. Ito yun. Hindi yung mga tao may mga hang-up pa. Ay, mahirap yun. We're talking about developing leaders here. So, you empower strong leaders. Siguro, tingin ko lang, the reason why your company paid for you is because the company sees you as an asset to the company. You are strong leaders. That's why you're chosen to take this 21 irrefutable. And, the company paying for you. You congratulate yourselves and you thank, that you're recognized, thank the higher management, thank them that you were given this scholarship to take this course, because they might be seeing you as potential strong leaders to expand, to add value to the company. And of course, who inspired them to do that? God. Thank God too. Number two, the main ingredient for empowering is belief. Belief in self, belief in others. And that's the only way we can empower others. The greatest leaders are those who are stable. Yeah. Now, in the law of empowerment, believe it, live it, and lead it. If you believe it, you have to live it. And if you live it, you can lead it. Now, leading others to the law of empowerment. If you believe you have the right person to empower, believe in that person. Again, when you believe in a certain person, it's not because I encourage you to be paranoid. That's why I said you have to develop your intuition, listen to your gut feel, because um, people are dynamic. They change. So maybe this time they're good. You never know what's going to happen in the future. That's why great leaders can see the future. They can see. They can foresee. You might be empowering someone who is a snake. You don't know. So it is good to listen to your gut feel before you have to pour in everything to that person. You have to know that person first. You might, it happens. You're building up someone, and then that someone steals your copyright, steals your. It happened to me. I built up people, and yeah, but anyway, I already shared with you why it happened, because it started with some flaws in my character. That's why I attracted those people. um it's not very complicated, but if we exercise all the principles of leadership, then we can sail smoothly in our career life, and of course personal life. Now, belief will allow you to lift up, give freely, and support, again, in moderation and peripheries. Now, thank you. That's a part of that's okay, that's lesson number 12, the law of empowerment. I'm sure you've been doing this, so let's go proceed to the law of picture. Okay, the law of picture, or this what you call the mirroring, law of mirror, the law of picture, or the law of mirror. Yeah. um it's simple. People do what they see. That's why leaders, we have to be like dance instructors. We tell people how to do it, and we do it ourselves. You see the DI, they say, okay, to the left, and then they also go dance to the left, to the right, turn around, and then they go turn around. That's what a leader should be also. So when you say to the left, you must go to the left. They must know, they must see you. You don't tell them like to the left and you go to the right, because it's not what leadership is all about. You have to be consistent, walking your talk. So people do what people see, and it takes a leader to raise up another leader. If you want to be a mediocre company, you lead the rank and file. If you want to be a great company, you lead the people, you lead leaders. Lead leaders. Again, if you want to be a small scale company, mediocre, and stay that way forever, just lead the rank and file. But if you want to be an iconic company, lead the leaders, promote people, empower leaders, and then from the ranks choose who are supposed to be leaders. Always, as a leader, you should look at your members, or these people in your team, as future leaders as you go up the ladder. That must be your vision. I go up the ladder in 2 years, so I have to prepare maybe 2 or 3 people in my department who will take over this position. Dapat ganun. Laging ganun. Hindi yung, mas magaling to sa akin, hindi ko to i-empower, baka mamaya siya magpapatalsik sa akin sa pwesto ko. That's insecurity. So, the law of picture. And it takes leader to raise up a leader. So you have to be, I'm happy because your rate is, most of you, your average is 8.1. All of you. mga nasa 8.1. It's between 7.5 to 8.1, which means that you are capable of leading leaders. And it is a good news. Now, followers, it takes a leader to raise up a leader because followers cannot do it, and neither can institutional programs. Number two, the potential of an organization depends on the growth of its leaders. Given that leaders, of course, we have a leader, the spiritual leader that we have. But in your company, everything, and even in our life, in all aspects of leadership, it is the leader who navigates. So everything starts and ends in your leadership. So how do we live the love picture? Always remember that followers are always watching you. You never know that. Hindi nyo alam. Pero di ba kayo din? Tinitingnan nyo din yung mga nakakataas sa inyo. Sabi nyo, leader yan, di naman yun. Di ba? Meron kayong hindi sinasabi na nasa utak nyo lang. Kaya may mga intriga dyan sa office kasi meron kayong disgruntlement in your hearts that you cannot tell other leaders. May mga gossip-gossip. You arrest that. Huwag nyo sasabihin yun. Kasi followers are watching you in as much as you are also watching other leaders. Kulang naman yan sa galing pa ako dyan. At the back of your mind, keep quiet. One time I was talking to a young mother, babae yung anak niya, and magasip siya about other babae, So I told her, alam mo, may anak tayong babae. Quiet ka lang, kasi bumabalik yan. Bumabalik, kung ano yung ginagasip mo, yung pintas mo sa ibang tao, yan din yung pintas na ipipintas sa inyo. Kasi huwag kang masyadong judgmental sa mga babae na may mga hindi magandang nangyari, Kasi may anak kang babae. Kung ikaw very stable ka, you never know. Kaya quiet ka na lang. Kasi nakikita naman natin yun kung sino yung taong masyadong maraming sinasabi, bumabalik sa kanya. Nangyayari din yun sa akin, kaya ayoko na. Mahirap. Totoo yun. Ako yung tao maraming flaws dati na binago lang ako by the grace. Tanungin niyo yung mga dati, yung bago pa ako, sabi, ang yabang-yabang niyan. Diyos ko, ang yabang-yabang si Angela. Oo. Nabalansi ko lang yung sarili ko nung, yun nga, natuto akong, I learned to depend on God. And I learned to depend on His words and study His words. So now I flow with the grace of God. So, yun, may konti-konti yun. Talagang makikita mo may pagbabago. So, ganon, because people watch us. Pero mo, nagtuturo ko ng leadership, tapos lahat ng sinasabi ko, hindi ako yun. Di ba parang ang sakit-sakit sa sarili mo? Di ba ikaw rin masasaktan ka nun? Ang una kasing nasasaktan, pag hindi mo nagagawa yung dapat mong gawin, human nature yun kasi we were made for excellence Parang pag nasasabi mo sa sarili mo, kikita mo sa sarili mo, hindi ikaw yun. Parang, pero hindi ko kayang baguhin. Kaya, meron talagang divine intervention dapat para mabago natin. The good news is, God is a God of many chances. So, parating may chance. Pero hindi natin inaabuso yun kasi gusto rin natin, when we reach a certain point, the first person who's happy is you. Di ba? Pag na-reach mo yung level of excellence in all walks of life, di ba? So, it's easier to teach than do, sabi nga. But then, it's easier to do than teach nga. If you live by the grace of God. If you glide with the spirit of the divine. Number 3, when change becomes necessary, start with you. Be the change that you want to see in this world. Number 3, the greatest gift a leader can give is being a good example. Ayun na si AS Sales SM. Kanina ka pa namin hinahanap. Armand, late ka. Armand, late ng 1 hour. Markahan nyo si sir. Okay. So the greatest gift a leader can give is being a good example. Now, how do you lead others to the law of picture? Number one, ask questions when you hear. We have meetings. I lay out the vision. My team seems to agree, but there is no action. Okay, did this ever happen to you before? May meeting ka, present mo yung mga goals mo or whatever it is that you want to present. Tapos, oo naman sila ng oo. Tapos the following days, weeks, walang nangyayari. Hindi ginagawa. Bakit? Nangyari na ba to sa'yo? Sales manager, Arman. Arman? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
O, nangyari na ba to sa'yo? Na when you, one time you gathered, gathered people, you gathered your inner circle or your team, then you laid out a vision to the team and they seemed to have agreed with you, but you did not see any action. Did this ever happen to you before?
Sometimes it seems like, but in my team, I'm seeing that they are working hard, but it's just so on the based on my sales experience. Sometimes there are seasons talaga na the sales is not so that good. Maybe influenced by external factor and different external factors. So as for my team, I think they adhere with the objective. They're focused. They're doing their stuff. They're doing what is have to be done as to contribute for the team, and they obey what I've instructed them. Except for sometimes there are some person that maybe they are trying hard but their best are not good enough. Their best is not good enough.
Yeah, palagay ko magaling ka. Nakikita talaga nila, may achievement ka, kaya na-promote ka dyan. Kaya meron silang respeto sa inyo. Tama ba ako?
Yes.
Oo.
Actually, respect, diba, as we have studied the law of respect, it has to be coming from you. You have to respect yourself first. Show them an example, then the respect will come in.
Yeah. Tapos meron kayong law of picture. Ito kasi we're studying the law of picture. So they have a good picture of you. They have
Yeah.
Kasi leadership is a matter of mirroring. Pag magaling ang leader, siguro nakikita nyo tong picture sa social media. Thank you, Sir Arman. Kikita nyo tong picture. Pag tumitingin yung cat, yung small cat, sa mirror, pag yung leader niya lion, ang nakikita niya sa sarili niya lion siya. Hindi siya cat. Ganun yung the law of mirror. You ask yourselves, yung pang mga members ko, yung team ko, pag tumitingin sila sa salamin, do they see a lion? Or do they see a rat? Kasi kung paano mo trinato, kung ano yung, whatever it is that you're planting into their life, becomes who they are because you're the leader. So pag parati mo silang ini-empower, if you always give them hope, you always make them feel great. And of course, hindi lang feeling great, but they feel great because you have given them enough and you see that they're growing, then they will see themselves as lions. Kasi ikaw, tingin mo sa sarili mo, lion ka. So nakikita nila yun. Wala namang imposible kay sir eh. Ano mga imposible kay sir? So wala rin imposible, makikita nila, wala rin imposible. Tsaka you always tell them, you always remind them of their vision. Ito yun ha, in 2 years time, manager ka na. Ako nga, in 1 year lang, na-promote ako. Ikaw pa, mas magaling ka naman sa akin. Pareho lang tayong magaling. Sige ha, challenge ko yan sa'yo. Yung higher management naman, sasabihin sa mga middle management, nag-umpisa tayo ng 5 lang yung tao natin in 1920, in 1921, let's say, ganyan. Ngayon, 24, naging 64 people na tayo. Dodoblehin natin yung company natin ha. Next year, ano na tayo? Mga nasa 130 na tayo. So ito, in 10 years time, magiging 10,000 tayo kasi you don't add, you have to multiply exponentially. O ito, dati dito lang tayo sa Cubao. O ngayon, meron na tayong branch sa BGC, meron na tayo sa Makati, meron pa tayo sa South Korea, tapos meron na tayo sa Europe, meron pa tayo sa USA, meron na tayo sa Latin America, meron na tayo sa Central America. Ganon dapat yung projection. So lahat ng tao on the go. Because they're looking forward to something. Wow, gusto ko ma-assign ako sa Europe, gusto ko ma-assign ako sa ganyan. Pero dapat totoo. Ngayon, dapat mahihit ninyo yon. And how can you hit how can you hit all the goals? Nasa leadership yun. Dapat ang leader, mataas din yung pangarap at nakikita sa kanya. Kasi nga, it's a law of picture. It's a law of picture. Patikimin ng brand new na sasakyan, yung mga sales, or yung mga ganon, patikim-patikim. Because it empowers them. It's a law of picture. Kaya wag tayong maiinggit pag yung, kunyari, the owners of the company, kung maganda yung buhay, huwag kayo maiinggit kasi kayo ang susunod. Kayo na yung susunod. Kasi, ikakahiya mo naman, yung boss mo, yung may-ari ng company mo, mas maganda pa. Mas maganda pa yung ano mo. Parang ako, I would be more proud to represent a company na presentable naman yung boss ko. You know? Ganon. So, pag nakita niyo yung boss niyo na nag-i-improve naman, ganda-ganda na ng ganito, lumipat na siya sa Forbes Park or lumipat na siya sa Dasmariñas Village, kayo na yung susunod nun. Dapat ganon. Tapos kayo naman, upper management, yun, you also work hard to promote your members in tangible ways. Tsaka gumanda yung personality, naging ganito. Yun, yun dapat, law of picture. Nakikita, tangible, in actions and in words. And in all the blessings of life. Yan. So, now let's go to the law of buy-in. It is very important. So, meron na kayong inner circle, maganda na yung flow ninyo. Ngayon, marunong na kayo to walk your talk. Ngayon naman, we have to learn the law of buy-in. So, how do we learn the law of buy-in? People buy into the leader, then the vision. Yun yung sinasabing leader factor. You know, kayo mga salesman, you're not selling the product. The first thing that you're selling is yourself. They buy the product most of the time, not because of the product, but because of you. If they don't buy you, they don't believe in you, they don't trust you, the clients don't believe, then they're not going to buy from you. First, the reason why you are able to close deals is because they trust you. They bought into you. Okay? So, how do we learn the law of buy-in? Buy into the leader, then the vision. Now, do I give people a reason to follow me? Yes. I-reflect nyo to. What are the reasons why people should follow me? Reflection nyo to. Yun nga, kulang sa oras, so hindi tayo makakapag-sharing. Magandang, kasi to magandang, maganda to para sa ating, maganda to para sa mga leaders na mag-reflect. Ano yung mga reasons ko? Bakit nila ako dapat susundin? Wag yung sasabihin na, because I'm the manager. Mababaw yun. Ano dapat? Do I walk my talk? Am I a person of integrity? Do I have my credentials? Mga ganyan. Malalim na sagot. Now, how do we live the law of buy-in? Number one, a leader must, number one, develop relationships. Professional relationships, okay? Number two, is honest, authentic, and develops trust. Number three, holds themselves to high standards. Yun. Hold yourself. Kaya yung mga politiko, tingnan nyo, if they run for politics, kunyari, pasimba-simba, nakikita may Bible pa sa lap nila while they're campaigning, because isa yun sa mga standards natin. Dapat spiritually capable yung tao. So, kunyari, but, ang hirap ng pakunwari na buhay. Nandiyan na tayo when we were teenagers, di ba? Ganon, para lang tayo ma-accept sa ating mga cliques. Dami natin pa kunwari, hirap. So ngayon, medyo mga above 30s na tayo. Mag-umpisa na tayo na linisin na yung buhay. Kasi mas maganda yung buhay na authentic. Yun. Ikaw yun. Through and through, ikaw yun. So, we have to hold themselves to high standards of living. Tapos, number 3, give people the proper tools. Yun, ayan, ito, pinag-seminar kayo, pinag-train kayo, proper tools. Ano pa ba yung kailangan ninyo? Ganyan. Kaya pag nagre-request kayo sa inyong mga boss, di ba, binibigyan kayo ng mga middle managers, hinihingan kayo ng budget for your department, kasama na doon yung mga stationaries ninyo, yung mga ninyo, may mga budget kayo per department, di ba? Because the upper management would like to provide you with the tools you need in order for you to become effective people and in order for you to grow. Help followers achieve their goals. Yan. Yun. You have to let them achieve their goals. Pag binigay nyo na yung vision ninyo, hingan nyo din sila ng plano nila sa buhay nila. Tapos itatrack ninyo yun. Hindi lang yung, kumusta ka na? Kumusta ka na? Ganyan lang, okay. Hindi. Mayroon ba kayo, mag-huddle kayo? Consistent huddles. Kahit mga daily huddles, 5 to 10 minutes huddle before you start with your work. Yung ganon. Tapos, paalalahanan lahat. Ito okay. Yan, kumusta ka kahapon? Sharing and empowerment, giving encouragements. Yung mga corrections, one-on-one na yun. Huwag niyong yun. Kasi naman, if you've already built a good relationship, you can sit down with the person and point out whatever it is that you would like to point out in that person, and that person will not resent it. Basta do everything with love and concern. Even if you don't like the person anymore, yung sisipain nyo na siya sa company nyo, still do it with love. There's a way of saying it. Parang, I want you to grow, but it seems like this is not the best place for you. I want you to be happy. So I think, you'll be happy in a place like this, but maybe not here. Pero you're always open to come back. You're always open to come back. Once you've grown in these areas, and if you feel like, your goal already coincides with ours, and we will give you a chance. Mga ganun lang. So wala nang mga mga intriga pa, sakit sa ulo yun. Okay? And then you have to develop your leader. Sinabi ko na yun, so redundant na, no? So does my vision resonate with people? So una, again, check. Your personal vision must resonate with the vision of the company. Ngayon, hingan nyo rin ng vision yung lahat ng mga team members ninyo. Make sure that if it's not in alignment with the company's vision, you have to be the conduit, to align them with the company's vision as much as possible. Kayo kasi yung leader, i-align ninyo. And again, dapat meron kayong platform for growth. Ipakita nyo yun, ito yung gusto ko mangyari sa inyo. So you will not be staying there as, let's say, you will not just stay as a clerk for 10 years. Marami tayong ganun, no? Clerk for 10 years, sales lady for 10 years, 20 years. Pag nakakakita ko ng ganun sa isang company, clerk ka for 10 years? Anong ginagawa ng company na to? Ba't hindi ka in-empower? 10 years ka na dito. Clerk for 10 years, sales lady for 25 years, ganun pa din. Ba't hindi ka na-empower? Pero dito, parang, I've been here, maliit pa tong store na to, nandito na ako. Lumaki na yung company, sales lady pa din ako. At the back of my mind, pangit yung company na to. Because number one, they don't give growth, a growth environment to the people who work for them. Tapos ang lakas ng turnover. Nasa Indeed ba kayo? Sa Indeed kasi nire-rate ng mga employees yung So pag nag-advertise sa Indeed for employment, kita nyo, may mga companies doon na mga 2.6 lang yung rating ng mga employees. Sabihin nun, walang kwenta. There's no opportunity for growth, work lang. So, work lang for money. Yun lang yung goal ng company. And that's the worst company. So, I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. Biro nyo, yung time ninyo na dapat nagtatrabaho kayo, the upper management allowed you to join us. Kaya iba yon. Tapos next, kaya may ano to, may platform yung company for your growth. Kaya pasalamat kayo. Oo. Pasalamat tayo sa buhay or sa situation na binigay sa atin ng Diyos. Minsan alam nyo, the best companies are those companies that allow people to grow. Yun. Number 4, the order of buy-in first. Who, then why? Yung buy-in, ito yung, in Tagalog, binili, may ganun eh. Binili na ba yung ideas mo? Ganun. So, meron kasi tayong the law of buy-in. Pero yung malawak na discussion is in leadership goal. Kung paano ninyo ipapabuy-in yung mga vision ninyo sa mga tao. May mga strategies yan. So, yun, sana you can also join us dun sa ating yung sa leadership goal. So, if the why is big enough, the how will come to us. Ngayon, may mga tao na hindi talaga sila susunod pag hindi nila alam yung how and why. Bakit natin gagawin yun? Kaya dapat, before you present anything, dapat it has to be clear from you. So marami kayong mga why, marami kayong mga how. Yung why and how parate, yung tinatanong ng tao. Why? How? Ganon. Kayo ba, may freedom ba kayo dyan magsalita? Of course, parang ganun naman eh. Parang may freedom kayo, salita-salita, ganon. Oo, you address. Huwag lang yung gossip. Kasi yung gossip, walang mangyayari dun sa gossip. Sabihin nila bruha ka or bruho ka dahil masyado kang vocal. Pwede mo naman sabihin yun eh, dun sa kinauukulan. Pasikreto lang, para hindi ko maintindihan bakit ito, ganyan. Hindi ko maintindihan mo, palagay ko ganito yun. O, diba? Huwag kayong mahihiya. Huwag kayong mahihiya. Kasi, mas nakakahiya pag hindi tama yung ginagawa. Pero pag tama naman, kakahiya yung tama. So, number 6, am I giving people time to buy in? Yun, when you present something, you have to wait until the people have slept over it, have thought about it. So, number 7, is my vision truly right for others? Now, we have leading others to the law of buy-in. Other people can suggest a new idea and people are all over it. When I suggest something new, it falls on deaf ears. Nangyari ba to sa inyo? Mga new leaders. Parang patay mali siya lang yung mga members ninyo. Nangyari ba to sa inyo? Or sa company ninyo, ni-train na kayo, ni-prepare na kayo dyan sa inyong tsaka magagaling yung leaders ninyo, kaya you're just following their footsteps, kaya maganda ang flow ninyo kahit bago kayo. Alin ang nangyayari sa inyo? Yung una o pangalawa? Rodel. Other people can suggest a new idea and people are all over it. Parang nangyayari ba to sa'yo na, okay, nagsasuggest ka, tapos lahat ng tao, oo sa'yo, tapos merong someone, it might happen in, not only in, baka dun sa organizations that you belong, or maybe in your office, parang may tao talaga na lahat na lang ng sinasabi niya, oo nang oo yung tao. Meron namang tao na napaka-brilliant ng idea, pero walang sumusunod. May alam kang ganun, Rodel?
Actually, in our office, ma'am, hindi naman ganun yung namin, yung nature. Basta, as per, halimbawa, katulad nun sa amin, meron kaming mga boss din. When they instructed us, we see to it na gagawin namin yun no matter what. So, and then, kasi may chine-check yun sa amin eh. So, and they look at it as part of our achievement once we accomplished it. So kaya nakikita namin na yung sinasabi ng mga boss namin or sinasabi namin dun sa below sa amin is pinakikinggan naman po. It doesn't go below. Hindi lang agad-agad nagagawa kasi there are some circumstances na hindi naman ganun karakaraka gawin. So they have to give
Karaka.
them time to adjust, di ba, kumbaga. So yun po yun. But on my experience po as sa ibang companies, maybe meron po. But on our office ngayon, hindi po ganun. I don't see that po.
Alright. Baka,
Opo.
thank you, Rodel. Baka tama yung theory ko na young leaders are much better than the old dogs. Baka tama yung theory ko kasi yun yung isa theory ko eh. Na pag yung leader bata, very open. May demokrasya na nangyayari sa office. Tsaka hindi masyado ma-pressure. Tingin ko
At
lang
saka
ha.
ma'am,
Tama ba ako,
at saka
Rodel?
ma'am, at saka Miss Angela, binibigyan nila kami ng leeway na mag-speak out, and then at the same time binibigyan nila kami ng leeway na mag-suggest. Hinihingi nila yung opinion namin. Hindi yung isang side lang, no, hindi po ganoon. So kaya alimbawa yung isang bagay, we already dadating na dun sa isang point na we meet on a certain point na yun na yung gagawin namin, and then we do it, kumbaga. So yun yung difference lang sa mga previous na naging works ko as dito sa company namin ngayon.
Galing. Okay. Tama. Thank you, Rodel. Nakakatuwa naman. Totoo yun. Alam nyo, young leaders, maganda kasi yung palakad ng young leaders kasi ito yung very relevant during this era. Kasi with the information highway, hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-tyrannical eh. Kasi lahat ngayon marurunong. Tingnan nyo yung mga vlog, nakikita nyo. One thing na kinatutuwa ko, ito yung good side of yung social media. Kasi lahat ngayon may boses. Kwento lang ng konti, no? During the time of Marcos, the people who toppled him from power were the elites. Mga shows noon, talagang sila Apo Hiking Society, may mga concert yan, anti-Marcos concerts, mga big time elites talaga. Tapos meron pa noon sila Leo Martinez, yung mga people na mga elite. May mga show sila, yung Atras Abante ba yun? Basta ganon. May mga sila, mga gags. Ngayon, sino yung wala nang elites na wala. The elites are quiet, yung ganyan. Pero parang ito yung revolution of the masses nangyayari sa social media. Nakakatuwa. Yung sinasabi ko, yung 1 million na yung followers niya sa Facebook. Probinsyano, bata pa, yung Makata ng Bayan. Yung Tagalog niya, Bisaya, pero napakalalim ng content niya. Sabi ko, para tong si Leo Martinez. Pero syempre, si Leo Martinez daw, Atenista, elitista, o Inglesero, ito, Bisaya, taga-bundok. Yung vlog niya, ginagawa niya in the middle of mga sa forest. Pinakita niya one time bahay niya, barong-barong pa, pero talino ng bata. So sabi ko, this is the revolution of the masses. So ang may iba na ngayon, iba na ang henerasyon. Kaya one way or another, we have to thank God you have a young leader. Oo. Kaya yun, salamat Rodel for sharing. It makes me happy actually to hear that. Now, eto na, which is the very important ingredient in an office environment is for the law number 15, which is the law of victory. Dapat meron tayo, kaya yung mga huddles, pinipresent yung mga achievements, daily achievements or weekly achievements ng bawat isa sa company. Yung ibang company, meron silang employee of the week. Ina-announce yun sa huddle nila, binibigyan din ng certificate, employee of the month. Meron din ganon. Kasi dapat, kaya may mga ganon, because every person in the company would like to achieve something. So meron dapat silang a sense of victory, recognition, but don't overdo it kasi lumalaki yung ulo. Now, learning the law of victory, leaders find a way for the team to win. Yun. Kaya nga, kayo yung navigator, you are the compass, tapos navigator kayo. Not necessarily sometimes driver. Sometimes you drive behind the wheel. You let others drive, but you are still the compass and you are still the navigator. Sinasabi nila, left side, left ka dyan, right ka dyan, go straight ahead, mga ganon. But you don't drive the wheel anymore. Pag yung nasa higher management ka na, you sit at the back, let someone drive the wheel, tapos sinasabi mo na lang. O sometimes, binibigay mo na yung compass sa kanila, ito yung compass. So yun. Now, how do we live the law of victory? There is a mindset that says losing is not an option. Winning is mandatory. Yan ba yung isang ano ninyo? Isang accolade ninyo sa buhay ninyo? Ako si-share ko sa inyo yung isa sa mga accolade ko sa buhay ko. Losing is not an alternative. Hindi ko na to pinupost sa social media dahil akala na ibang yabang ko. Pero ang lagi kong pinaniniwalaan, I'm God's favorite daughter. Kasi nakukuha ko kung anong gusto ko. Kahit hindi naman ako yung kagandahan, hindi man ako tangkad, mataba ako, medium. Hindi naman din ako yung napakagaling at napakatalino. Pero nakukuha ko yung gusto ko. Kaya lagi kong pananawalaan sa sarili ko, favorite talaga ako ni God. Kahit hindi talaga ako mabait. Mabait na ako ngayon by the grace of God. Pero dati hindi. Pero ako, mabait pa rin si God sa akin. So, yun ang lagi kong parang, nandito na sa isip ko yun. I don't accept no for an answer. Kung no ngayon, lagi kong sinasabi, kung no ngayon, darating yung araw, yes yan. Yun. So, kayo dapat tayo dapat lahat ganyan. Dapat feeling natin favorite tayo ni God. Lahat naman tayo favorite ni God talaga. Kaya dapat yung, kasi nakaakibat ang faith sa law of victory. So the leaders, number one, tayo yung problem solvers, di ba? We solve. But, we have to empower people to solve some things that they can solve by themselves. Number two, unity of vision. Una doon, without vision, people perish. Another one na pwede nating i-quote dito is, a house divided cannot stand. So dapat, first, may vision, para hindi mawala yung mga tao, may vision sila. Ngayon, ang pangalawa doon, kailangan united. Kasi pag walang unity, walang mangyayari. So number three, dapat may diversity of skills. Complementary dapat yung skills in the team. Number four, raising team members to their potential. Like ganon, no? Number five, know and utilize each team member's strengths. Yun. Para hindi lang lagi leader ng leader, parang yun nga, the law of mirror. Kung ano nakikita nila sa leader, nangyayari, maliban na lang kung nagkamali yung HR at nagkapag-hire sila ng someone na wala silang chemistry. Pero, di ba mga HR, before you hire someone, nagsi-CI kayo, right? Character investigation, kung ano sila, previous companies, kung fresh graduates naman, you call up their school, may mga references from professors and classmates yun. Di ba? So, para hindi kayo malusutan. Now, leading others to the law of victory, how do you lead them? Because leadership is responsibility. So, dapat, ang una nyong paniwalaan, losing is unacceptable. Sorry ito yung sinasabi ko. Yes, sales is seasonal. Pero pag tinanggap nyo yung word na seasonal, talo kayo. Kasi problema yan eh. Mababa ang sales. Mababa ang sales sa ganitong season. Pero paano natin yan isosolve? Yes, okay. Paano natin isosolve yan, sir?
Actually, ma'am, I've been teaching yung sa sales kasi sa ng training. Actually, salesperson do not believe in season. But we just have to build and build pipelines. Always, it should be 5 times or 4 times to 5 times of the target. to be able to based on the batting average of the sales team.
Correct. Tama ka dyan. Meron dapat kayong yearly projection magkano. So alam nyo na during this season mababa. So dapat triple ang kayod doon sa peak season. Yun. Para yung inyong yearly average, nakukup nyo pa rin yung yearly average ninyo pag during yung lows. Pero may mga strategies din, di ba? Pag mga off-season, may mga strategies. Kaya nga may mga sale-sale, may
Yes.
mga promo-promo during the off-season. Pag ang mga airlines, ginagawa yun eh. Kaya nga pag nagta-travel, book ka sa mga off-season. Or you have to
Yes,
book mga ganun.
Angela, our product here is in a niche market.
Aha.
We're
Oh,
in a niche market. So,
yeah.
very, ano siya, niche talaga, very specialized. So, that's it is based on the projects on the power plants and renewable projects of high capacity.
Yun, kaya kailangan, yun, actually, here's good news for all of you na nasa high end. Alam nyo, worst comes to worst, ang magpo-proliferate na business, high end. Kasi, yung market ninyo, high end. Sino yung huling mawawalan ng pera? Mayayaman. High end. Gobyerno. Tsaka high end people. Kaya pag yung produkto ninyo ay high end, minsan walang season ng high-end eh. Kasi yung mga mayayaman, hindi nawawalan yun ng pera eh. Ayan yung good news dyan. Yeah, that's a good news. Tingnan nyo, kaya yung mga exclusive schools, yung high-end, sila yung napakababa ng attrition, ng enrollment. Kasi mayayaman, kahit mag-crisis, 10 times crisis pa. Maraming ipon yan. Barya lang sa kanila yung 100, 200,000 a year na tuition fee. Barya lang. Umikita sila ng 1 million a day, Chavit Singson, magkano lang yung 200, 500 kahit 1 million na tuition fee a year. Barya. Kinikita niya lang yun sa isang araw. So, ganun yun. So, pag high-end, ang good news. Okay, another good news. Pag mas marami kayong competitors, mas good news yun. Dahil ibig sabihin, may market. So, yun yung good news. So, yan ang ng mga leader. Marami kami competitors dahil may demand. So, in demand kami. Pag wala kayong competitors, you might be able to, ang hirap pag wala kang competitor kasi ibig sabihin nun, walang demand. So, kaya ngayon, kayo, pag high-end yung products ninyo, mas madaling makapagbenta. Yan lang, mas matagal yung approval. Kasi, alam nyo na yung, pag mas malaki yung presyo, mas matagal yung approval. It has to pass through red tapes. Lahat naman ng government sa buong mundo may red tapes. But then, kung marami na magsusurvive na ganong company, bakit hindi tayo, di ba? So, ganun, lahat may solusyon. Kaya nga sa ko, walang problema sa mundo. Meron challenging situations na pwede naman solusyonan. Yun, think tank agad, think tank lang tayo. Pero si Armand, palagay ko, seasoned salesman ito. Palagay ko lang. Yung tunog lang niya. Di ko nakikita yung mukha ni Armand. Maganda sa pag nakikita mo talaga yung mukha. Pero si Armand, I think, is a seasoned salesman. Ayun, sir! Yun, sa mukha mo pa lang. Seasoned salesman ka, alam ko na. Okay.
Layon yung itsura, sir, ma'am.
Seasoned salesman ka, alam ko yan. Sa mukha mo pa lang, parang bibili na ako. Sasainan ko na yung 1 billion check. Yun. Alright. So, okay. Now, yun nga, parati nating iisipin na ito number 1. Losing is unacceptable and quitting is unthinkable. Great leaders are not quitters. Kita nyo nun si Napoleon Bonaparte, nung blinak ng Russia, kasi yung France nakipaglaban ng Russia, no? Blinak ng Russia lahat yung ng mga rota. para hindi makapunta yung, kasi nakakatakot talaga yung mga sundalo ni Bonaparte. Magaling na strategist talaga si Bonaparte. So um, sabi ni Bonaparte, if there's a way, let's find a way. Kasi blinak lahat ng mga Russia, yung mga binomba nila yung matulay, para hindi sila makapunta sa Russia, naglagay sila ng talagang nakakatakot na makatakot-takot na mga bunkers dito, yung mga bunkers sa Europe, katakot-takot. Parang palasyo pala sa ilalim na nakakapag-imbak ng mga pagkain ng 20 years, meron pa silang mga garden sa ilalim, meron silang mga executive rooms na you can never imagine. So, gumawa ng ganun yung Russian, ganun. So, sabi ni Napoleon Bonaparte, if there's a way, let's make a way. Ganun ang leader. Off-season ngayon, kaya nga dapat may foresight. Sa ganitong months, sa ganitong months, mahirap to, ganyan. So, let's work hard on the peak seasons. Para kung mawalan man tayo ng ganito dito. Pero may strategy dyan. Hindi tayo po pwede. We should not accept no for an answer. We will hit our target during that month. Ganun lagi ang ng leader. Kaya nga may mga spiritual happenstances. Basahin ninyo talaga yung The Greatest Salesman by Ogmandino. Yun, mag-iiba yung utak ninyo. Ogmandino. Yun ang book na naging quote-unquote parang Bible ni Bob Proctor, who started as a janitor in Canada and he died a billionaire. Ogmandino, basahin natin yun. Ako, ibabasahin ko ulit. So, learning others to the law of victory. Leaders is responsible. Losing is unacceptable. Passion is unquenchable. Creativity is essential. Think outside the box. Quitting is unthinkable. Commitment is unquestionable. And victory is inevitable. Ito, ang ganda, no? Ilagay nyo nga ito dyan sa ninyo, sa wall. Ito, nandito sa wall ko to. Sinulat ko sa kamay ko. Meron akong pink, alam mo yan, mga stick notes. Ganyan. Madumi yung aking wall sa office. Kaya hindi ako pwedeng magklase doon sa naglalagay ako ng backdrop. Pero yung mga backdrop nilagay ko, ito yung mga totoong mga places na kung anyway, when you come, you will see them. Ganon. Yun. Isipin nyo. Ilagay nyo yun. Affirmation nyo yun every day. Losing is unacceptable. My passion is unquenchable. My creativity is of utmost. My creativity is unsurmountable. Ayun. Change yung essential. Change it to unsurmountable. Quitting is unthinkable. My commitment is unquestionable. And victory is inevitable. Yon. Sabihin nyo yun lagi sa sarili nyo. Mag-huddle kayo ng team ninyo. Meron kayong ra-ra-ra every day. Ganon. Some of the Japanese companies, may ganyan sila. May exercise muna. Tapos, nire-recite nila yung vision at saka mission ng company. Tapos, mga 5 minutes, may mga 5 minutes inspirational speeches from the people around. Tapos, announcement. Mga 15 minutes huddle every day. Ganon. So, ra-ra-ra. Parating ganon. May ra-ra-ra tayo lagi. So, maaga yata tayo natatapos na yun. Okay. So, matatapos na tayo, no? Matatapos na tayo ngayong araw na to, pero I will let you all talk after this one. So, ngayon, sige, meron tayo enough time for sharing. Meron tayong enough time for sharing. Based on all those laws, yung law of victory, doon tayo magfo-focus today. Yung law of victory. How positive are you that you are victorious? project member. Itong project member na to, hindi pa kita nakikita, hindi ko naririnig boses mo. Project member, ano nangyayari sa'yo? Paki-check nyo nga si project member. Nakikinig ba yan? Okay, Jeff.
Yes, ma'am.
Project member, nandiyan ka pala. Okay.
Ay, sorry, Miss Angela.
Ganda-ganda mo
Nagkakataman po
pala,
ako
tinatago
since
mo yung
day
tsura
one.
mo.
Kaya lang hindi ko po na-recognize ako po pala to. Sorry. Kasi late
Ah.
po ako madalas nakaka-attend.
Ay, bakit? Nagbayad ka tapos hindi ka uma-attend.
Hindi po kasi I have to fetch my kids pa sa school before I attend.
Ganito na lang.
Yes po.
Pinopost ko naman lagi yung mga
Opo,
YouTube.
opo.
Makinig ka doon.
Opo. Opo.
Oh, okay. So, thank you. Okay naman. So, ano ba yung level of victory na inaasam-asam mo para sa'yo at saka team mo? Anong team na minamanage mo?
Currently po, as I mentioned po nung una pong meeting, nung una pong day one po natin, ako po ay full-time mommy. But before po ako naging full-time mommy is naging sa HR po ako.
Do you work with
With Miss Ella po.
with Ella?
Yes, ma'am.
O, yung
Yes, ma'am.
ating Ella, si Ella na yan, superwoman.
Opo.
So,
Opo, na-inspire po
oo.
ako sa kanya. Yes,
Bilib
ma'am.
ako sa leadership niya. Nandito ba siya
Opo.
ngayon? Oo, bilib ako.
Yes
Bilib
po.
ako sa
Hindi pa
leadership
po
ng bata.
kami nag-meet niya personally, pero nagkahulihan na po agad kami ng
Ng
loob.
loob,
Opo.
may mataas yung
May
kanyang
connection po.
leadership, mataas yung kanyang leadership potential. Pag
Yes
na-develop
po.
yan, magaling yan gawing international PR ng
Yes.
UK
Yes
school.
po. Opo.
So you're not with So as a mom or as ano ngayon yung victory quotient mo sa sarili mo?
Okay po.
Based on your
Yeah.
based on your mission, based on your
Yes.
vision in life.
Yes
Siyempre,
po, yes.
motherhood yung number one mo doon.
Opo,
Meron tayong mga
opo.
vision
But,
for our children. So,
yes.
ang susunod doon, career life. Yung career life mo. Hindi
Yes
na uso
po.
yung mga mothers na walang accomplishments ngayon. Dahil po pwede
Yes po.
naman Diba? So, ano yung iyong victory quotient? In all aspects of life, Mother, career, wife, yun din kailangan maging successful
Yes.
wife tayo, which is not challenging din, di ba?
Yes po.
Dahil-
First of all, nung pong nag-attend po ako, I was parang naliit naman ako kasi like ang dami pong umattend dito, puro mga managers, may-ari ng company. But then, I'm so sorry. Ayan po. And then, but I realized this is my opportunity na rin po siguro. Kasi di ba you said po, you attract the people. You attract the people if kung ano ka po, di po ba? So I have in my heart na since naging full-time mommy ako, I always looking for my purpose kasi when I get married and have my 2 kids, I really have no choice to resign and parang iwanan yung kung ano yung meron ako, which is maganda naman po talaga kasi maayos naman po yung company ko. Pero given na magigiboy ako para sa family ko or sa husband ko kasi nga wala pong mag-aalaga sa kanila. Dumating sa point na bakit ko give up yung career ko and then naging full-time mommy ako. Pero now, at this point, I am 40 years old po and marami po akong realization na nasagot kung bakit ako nandito, bakit ako naging full-time mommy. And, currently, ma'am, na-realize ko na talagang ilalagay ka ni Lord kung saan ka nararapat. Hindi po ako basta naging full-time mommy. Actually, naging active din po ako sa church namin. Currently, naging president po ako ng Catholic Women's League Organization dito po sa amin. Yes po. And hindi po talaga madaling pamunuan yung isang organization na hindi mo naman nauunawaan sa simula. But then, this training is napaka-timely po para sa akin kasi madami po akong natututunan and the same time, naunawaan ko kung bakit ako nandito sa lugar na 'to, sa training na 'to, and yung sa kung anong pong meron ako sa pagkakataong ito, naunawaan ko na, baka kaya ka nilagay ni God na iwanan mo yung trabaho mo kasi you're going to lead your kids na soon enough magiging leader pagdating ng araw.
All right.
And
So,
yes po.
sorry.
And
Okay.
you know po, what is
Go ahead.
fulfilling is that kapag nakita mo po yung mga anak mo na nag-excel sila sa school, nakikita mo na they are instilling good values na naunawaan nila and they are growing na confident, hindi sila nahihiya
Mm-mm.
sa ibang tao na makipag-usap.
Stable.
And then,
Stable yun.
yes po, hindi sila kailangang mahiya kapag ka may tinatanong sa kanila. And you know po, yan po yung fulfillment ko sa ngayon. Yung nakikita ko po yung mga anak ko na nagpe-perform sila ng maayos sa school. Tapos
Yeah.
nakikita ko yung values na gusto kong ma-instill sa kanila is naipapakita ko po at nagagawa nila.
Yeah.
Ito po.
Ilang taon na yung mga anak mo?
I have 9 years old, 8 years old, and 5 years old po. Yung pong kumakatok dito sa akin. Sorry po.
Okay.
Ayun po.
Yeah, actually, alam mo, ang pagtapos naman na yung formative stage ng mga anak mo, pwede ka nang mag-hire ng yaya.
Opo,
Or
tama
you
po
do some
yun.
home base kasi iba pa rin, iba kasi iba yung development natin pag nasa career world tayo. Ang problema kasi nung nagiging full-time moms, when your children grow up, sometimes you're not able to grow with them. Naiiwanan ka na.
Yes po.
Yun. So, maganda rin yung nasa career world ka dahil nadidevelop at saka nakakapagbigay ka din ng advice sa kanila. So, yun. Ang dami naman working moms pero successful pa rin. Pag tapos na yung kanilang formative stage,
yes po.
yun na, tapos na, importante, tapos na yung sinasabi mo, hindi sila mahiyain, ganun, confident, na-build up mo na yan sa kanila, okay na yun. Okay na yon. So, yun, it's about time for you to be victorious in all aspects of life.
Yes.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Elisa.
Elisa. All right. Thank you, Elisa. Oo.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Elisa. Yung sa CWL, very active dyan yung lola ko. Oo. Meron pa palang ganon. Meron pa palang
Opo, marami pa po.
all right. Sige, salamat. Okay, thank you for that sharing. So, dapat yung mindset ng tao, victory-oriented. Tama yun. Victorious tayo as mothers. Kasi yung pinakamataas na calling ng isang babae, pagiging mabuting ina. So, I salute you for I salute you for performing your duty as a mother at saka mabuti naman na yung asawa mo kaya kayong itaguyod na hindi dual income, no? Yon. So, pero ngayon, tapos na yung kanilang formative stage at mabuti naman, pag natapos yung formative stage, established na yung tao. Pag age of 7 to 11 yata. So, pag tapos na yon, you can go start naman your own path. Ngayon, ang victory ng isang tao ay napaka-importante. If you've noticed, yung mga tao na frustrated, may mga tao na frustrated, pagtanda nila, ang dami nilang mga wannabe, shoulda be, ganun. Ayun yung maging ganun pagtanda nyo. So, kailangan, ngayong bata pa lang, meron tayong victorious mindset. Ano yung mga victorious mindset ni Mark Alvin? Kailangan mataas na victory ha, hindi yung victory lang. Kailangan ganun, mataas na victory, mataas yung pangarap. Your dream must be beyond yourself and you must have faith that you can achieve that. Mark Alvin.
Yeah. Victorious na life.
Siguro sabihin natin yung when I experienced the time na nagka-COVID ako and 3 times ako nagka-COVID
Oh my. Oo. Tapos okay.
and lahat
Tapos
naman yun
okay.
na-overcome ko.
Na-overcome
So,
mo yun?
Mas
Wow.
okay naman, ma'am.
Dahil you believe,
Yun.
ano yung pinanghawakan mo, ba't
I
mo
believe,
na-overcome yun?
I don't believe in losing.
Ayun. Mm-mm.
Again?
Yeah, tama ka doon. Don't believe in losing. Yes. So yun yung principle ba not believing in losing, parang lagi kang panalo. Yun ba ay ina-apply mo in all aspects of your life?
Yes.
And throwing the towel is unacceptable.
Angela, in every aspect.
Yun, in every aspect of your
Ako
life.
sa asawa ko lang
Losing
hindi
is
talo.
unthinkable. Pati sa pati sa asawa. Oh, hindi ginigive up ang asawa. May asawa ka na ba, Mark?
Wala po si Russell yung nag-side comment sa asawa siya, takot lang.
Right. So, in all aspects of life yan hindi lang career. Kasi nga, wag natin i-separate ang ating personal life sa ating career life. Kasi dapat, yung buhay natin, buo, whole yun. Walang acting-acting. Yung acting-acting, yun yung buwisit ka sa bahay mo, nagbabait-baitan ka sa labas, yung mga ganong klase, plastic. Dapat, kung sino ka sa bahay mo, yun ka sa labas. Kaya dapat, holistic tayo. Holistic. May congruity lahat yan. Nakakonect lahat yan. Dahil lalabas at lalabas. Nakita nyo, may mga famous people. Successful sila sa buhay. Mga anak nila naman. Tingnan nyo nangyayari. Ganon. So, dapat, ang pinakauna na victorious tayo, sarili, sunod, pamilya. Diba? Tapos, community. Yung job natin, kasama yun sa community service natin. So, mag-focus tayo dito meron dyan walang matitinag, right? Meron ka bang ganong klaseng pag-iisip, Carla? Walang matitinag, Carla. Ito yung pinaka-importante. Kaya ko pinaspasan yung iba kasi ito yung pinaka-importante sa buhay ng tao. Lalo na ngayong panahon na to, maraming challenges. So dapat ngayon, establish tayo na we will not accept defeat. We are not giving up. Palaban in a good way. Carla, anong level ng victory consciousness meron ka? Or
Siguro
lagi
ako
ka?
ma'am dito sa family. Kasi parang yung first baby ko po kasi, ano yun? Sa ano ko siya kasi ma'am naiyak ko.
Sige lang.
Yun po, parang naiyak ako ma'am.
Wala nga, ito, pahiya-hiya ka pa. Law of victory nga Dahil kailangan, tayo, confident. Yung shyness, isa yan sa indications ng unstable personhood. Walang hiya, sorry. Ano ba yung sabihin nun? Wag kang mahihiya. Hindi yung walang hiya, pero wag kang mahiya. Kasi ano naman to sharing time. So pwede naman. Sige, share ka lang.
Ayun, ma'am. Kasi yung first baby ko, parang yung expectation ng